All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this demonstration of facial recognition technology. So starting off, you can already see that it's recognizing my face pretty well, and it's actually doing that through this Face ID folder right here. In this Face ID folder, we have two images. One of them is of my face, which is how it recognizes my face. It takes this face right here, encodes it, and then compares that picture to this face that's in the camera. And then we have my roommate's face. Oh, right now, so my head was turned this way, so it actually couldn't recognize me. If I do it one more time, it'll probably do the same thing. But that's what that was. And so it's got my roommate's face in here as well. So if we put his face up to the camera, it would recognize him as well. So another picture we have in here is of my girlfriend, and she's not in this picture. She's not in the Face ID folder. So her face is going to be completely unknown to the camera as of right now. But later we'll show you how quickly it is to actually add her face into it. So starting off, we're doing exactly the first things first. So we're taking the faces and we're encoding them. All the pictures that are in the Face ID, we're encoding them first. And then for every single frame in this camera, what we're going to do is we're actually going to run it on a timer. So the weird thing about facial recognition is that it's so slow, or using the face recognition library. So what I wanted to do is actually incorporate a timer system so that rather than it running every single frame, it only runs every 60 frames. Or in this case, every 2 seconds it'll run. So this every 2 seconds, this will run and check if there's a different face in the camera, and it'll print output it onto this facial recognition right here. So what we're doing with that is we've got our face recognition, our face location of the person, and encoding it, and then printing out the name once it recognizes there's a match, print outputting on there. So that's all that's doing. And actually, we can see if, let me get some pictures up. Starting off with this kind gentleman right here. If we actually put his face up to the camera, you can actually see that it's unknown. It doesn't recognize him. And if we come back to me, it'll say that I'm Cole Hacker. So, and then we can go to Mateo's face, and it recognizes him perfectly. And if we'd use any other image of him, that's what we'd have. It'd be the same thing, but this is just the closest image I have. And then using our test photo for my girlfriend right here, it'll probably say she's unknown because her picture isn't actually in the camera yet. So let's change that. Let's put her picture in. So I'm gonna escape right now. You won't be able to see me, but you'll still be able to hear me. If we take her picture and move it into this file, that's perfect. And all we have to do is move it in there and run the function again. And now the encoder will create the TensorFlow and actually get her face now. The interesting thing about this, though, is that I'm back. The interesting thing about this is that it'll actually run it as unknown to start with, and then it'll run her face. So it's the first one is actually recognizing a face, and then the second one is actually outputting her face. So if we show that on camera, it'll start off as unknown, and then second one will be Ellie Whitehead. There you go. So that's exactly how easy it is to actually upload a picture to it. And to output the list right here is actually the name of the file, of the image file. So like if this was image.png and it was a picture of my face, it would actually just output image right there on my head. So that's about how that works. And yeah, thank you very much.